Hi, this is Jeff Van Pat with the Star Herald. I'm here today with David Clark of the Pioneers. Hi, David. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
So I live just north of Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going to be a rising senior at Butler University in Indianapolis, and I study sports media there.
And what's your role with the Pioneers?
With the Pioneers this year, I'm a stadium operations intern, so basically making sure all the assets of stadium fan experience during the games go over well.
Yeah, and how do you think this experience will help you in your professional career once you're done with school?
Well, one of the reasons I took the internship in the first place was because I wanted to get more into the sports management side of the field. Coming from a media background, understanding how reporters tell stories and kind of utilizing that in the sports sense. The management side is a completely different aspect to that. It emphasizes more business and organizational skills, I'd say. So I think the experience I'm getting here is really going to help me move forward, especially if I move up to a higher level, either in media or in management.
And is there a certain sport you like that you want to work in, or?
I won't limit myself that much, but I will say my favorite sports are baseball and then college basketball.
College basketball. And do you already kind of have an idea where you're going to end up after college?
That's kind of what this next year is going to be. As I'm a rising senior looking more at jobs, applications, and stuff like that, it's going to be an opportunity to kind of see what's out there and maybe over this next year tailor my skills more specifically to what jobs would be looking for.
Yeah, and which side are you kind of leaning towards, more the sports media, or?
I found that I'm not necessarily married to the idea of going into a media field, just because I found it rather difficult to work on deadline consistently.
Yeah.
But I found that management has its own trials too. So I'm willing to explore both areas.
So explain to me sports media. Is it working basically like a marketing manager for a team, kind of putting out press releases, or is it more working for like a newspaper or something like that, following a team?
Yeah, the program I'm in is really diverse in the respect that it teaches me everything from like journalism and video editing of how to tell stories, but then it also takes into account like PR, marketing opportunities, or even in some respects like how like statistics play in sports too. So all of that would be utilized in whatever role I would go into.
Yeah. And what got you interested in this field?
Back when I was in high school, I had the opportunity to participate in a like radio broadcasting club that had never been done at my school before. I got a lot of experience calling basketball and football games, and all I really knew was that I really liked the English language. I liked telling stories, and that was one thing that I really liked to do. So I kind of found programs that tailored to those interests.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how you ended up here. How did you find out about the opportunity with the Pioneers?
Yeah, so over Christmas break in going into 2021 rather, I was just kind of looking for summer internship opportunities because I had an internship that would have been quite similar to this last summer that ended up getting canceled. So I wanted to make sure something like that didn't happen again. So I just kind of searched job boards, searched websites, and I found this opportunity out with the Pioneers, and it sounded like there's going to be a lot of hands-on experience, and there has been.
Yeah, and obviously it sounds like mostly from big towns. So how does it, coming here, did you have any sort of expectations of what it would be like?
I didn't necessarily. I've never been to this part of the country for any extended period of time. I don't really have any family who lives out here. But it has been really nice to just see how kind of the whole community is like based in supporting the Pioneers, which is when maybe you're from like larger towns, larger cities, there's so many different things that people like put their interest in, and that's been a nice, I guess, surprise to me coming out here.
Is there anything else that kind of surprised you about the area so far?
I don't know. I was talking the other day about how I appreciate how spread out all the towns are, but each of the towns has its own like specific characteristics and attributes that kind of make it unique.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is Jeff Van Pat, and I was here today with David Clark of the Pioneers.